Hello and welcome to Kings of War.
Don't
uh,
do that.
don't do that. um, okay, so recap. What what happened last time? Where did we start? We started. Oh, we were we were in a little hallway with these traps that Omega started to notice the pattern for and was able to like spot the rest of them and dismantle them safely. Um, and then we kept going down that little tunnel. Is that the tunnel that led out in the big room that ended up like the floor turned into stone?
Yes.
Okay. So we found a big room. There were two suits of armor. And then one of them had like there was like a pile of bones next to we figured was a remnants of a dwarf long past. We explored the little room to the side first, and there was not. Wait, no, there was some loot in there. There was a. Oh gosh, what was in that room? Do you guys remember?
Are you talking about the one that had like the globe and stuff in it?
Was it?
No, she's talking about the one that used to be a bedroom. There was a maul lying against a
Oh
chest.
yeah, that's the word.
Oh,
Mall.
should I give that? Should I move that onto Tony's inventory?
I think didn't Rowan take it?
Um, Rowan has it currently, but Rowan can't really use it.
The giant
Giant slaying mall or
maze
whatever.
or
Hmm.
mall, yeah. Sure. Hey,
And
there it is.
Oh, pardon.
inside the chest was a vial of some magical liquid. Oh, resist poison. There was the whistle of gusts and the weird rod of shifting ambulation. Yeah,
Forced ambulation? What does that do?
it can lower or you can reduce or increase a target's movement speed for a number of rounds
Oh
equal
yeah.
to 10.
Wait, who ended up with that? Was that
I threw everything on Rowan's inventory
okay?
just to
He's got the
quickly
bag.
get it
Right,
into.
because he's got the identifying.
At this
Um,
point, you guys haven't identified these items yet.
oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, we found cool stuff in the other room, as yet to be determined cool stuff, or in that little room, and then we decided to follow it. I guess it was like a splatter of paint. And we found a branching tunnel, kind of like a fork, and part of it was like covered in ice. We still aren't really sure what that's all about, but it's covered in ice. And then we debated a little bit whether to go mess with the swarm of bugs in one side of the tunnel, and then we told Ambrose we could come back later if you really wanted to. We went down the tunnel, the ice tunnel, and found a really old dwarf, like really old, but only like, but not actually not as old as I thought. So only like what 400 years old, something approximately.
Yeah, he was like 50 years past like what doors normally get to, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. So definitely older than he should be, and he seems to be serving three Fae sisters of the Court of the Sun, and they are Rose, Dusk, and Hazel. And we saw like three little outcroppings. Like one kind of looked like it's had greenery and stuff, and then one had like marble and stone and stuff, and then one had like it was wood and painting. Had a painting. Um, and we talked. He really wanted us to eat the food that he had prepared, but we were kind of like that's sus, and we're not gonna do it. So we didn't eat any of it. Um, there seemed to be some wonkiness going on with either his memory or something when we asked him questions, like I think it was about the door. Was it about the door? And he was like, he was about to answer, and then said, "No, there's nothing over there. It's fine. You can leave," which was even more suspicious. So yeah. Oh, the sisters don't want us here anymore, particularly Rana, the elves, because
Ronan
apparently.
and Ambrose, yeah.
Oh yeah, and Ambrose.
There are two guys.
Um, because apparently, millennia or several millennia ago, the Doaicine, which is Rana's clan, forced them underground or something. There was a big fight, and I'm guessing the Doaicine won out, because yeah, the sisters went underground, and so yeah, now they're just like, please leave us alone. Please leave. This is where we live now. So we told them that we would finish, looking into things for our dwarf friends that are up a little higher, and then we would leave. And then we went to the door and we opened one of the big double doors with the cranks, or not a crank really, but the big spools of rope. So we turned it, and then an alarm went off, and like 5 golem construct things showed up, each with different runes, presumably with the different immunities that we've been encountering kind of along this in this dungeon. Rowan.
We all proceeded to cast no spells at them.
Yes.
Just beat them down.
Well, Rowan helped with
If
that.
it works.
Hey, if it works.
Rowan cast a very handy, useful wall of force to separate the big O from the rest of the smaller ones. Well, not the rest of the smaller ones. One of the smaller ones got trapped too. And then Ambrose cast one of the tentacle spells in there, so they were taking some bludgeoning damage while they were stuck, which was nice. That was very nice. Well done, you two. And then Tonus went embiggened, and we smashed him to pieces pretty handily, including the big O. Though he landed a pretty mean hit on Tonus as well, I think. He hit pretty hard. But we took him down. Oh, the Fae seemed to start helping the big O? Maybe? Not entirely sure what's going on there, but we saw a spectral, stag come out, and then, some vines started growing on the big O and seemed to be absorbing some of the damage, until we, hacked them away. So maybe temp HP or something, whatever that was. But it was kind of weird to me that... Oh, and then fire healed them, or at least the big one. But we took them down and we explored the next room, the room that we were trying to open. We found some goodies there. Ambrose has even more cards for his deck of many things. Is that what it's called? We
Apparently it's a
found
deck of 9 things.
deck of 9 things. He needs 12 or 13?
13.
He's
But if he wants to
13.
try for the good one, 22.
Okay. So we're keeping an eye out for more cards. We did a little searching. There was a globe and a map, plans to keep expanding the mines. I think on that map was indicated a hidden room, which is where we currently are. But there was also a safe in that room. Not this room where we are, but that room. with the map, and Radro was able to help Tonist pick it or pick the lock or break it open. And then we also found something in the fireplace for Rowan, some sort of tome,
Oh, the
whatever.
grimoire.
Yeah, grimoire. That's the word. That's the word. That's what I was looking for.
It's a good word. Got
so,
the right number of letters.
Yeah. And then we came here, and they were undead, and
Yep.
we killed them, and now we're here. Did I forget anything important?
Probably not.
Anything else
There was a
anybody wants to
painting
add?
that showed a young dwarven male,
Mm-hmm.
behind which was a large pearlescent dragon, and he had a striking similarity in features to the super old dwarf that you had just met.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, and then this, where we are now, is the final resting place of a high priestess
Yes.
of that pearlescent dragon. And then, to Rana's knowledge, the pearlescent dragon dwarves, like, shouldn't be in this area. Like, this is very far south for them, if I'm recalling that correctly.
Correct.
Because this is, I believe, this is like Dothy territory, right?
Correct.
Yeah, yeah. So it's kind of weird that they're down here, but apparently a very long time ago they were. And so yeah, that's where we're at.
Cool, cool, cool. All right.
And mummies.
Mummies.
Are you my mummy?
Yep. I was like, oh, I could say it, but I'm not going to.
The air in this room is really stale. This area clearly hasn't been visited in a very long time. The wrapped dwarves fought until they were dismantled. Ambrose, to his dismay, learns that they were immune to necrotic damage.
Yeah.
All along the walls, you see depictions of, sort of etched into the stone, of a dragon that looks very similar to the one in the portrait. Without color, it's basically just looking at the form and seeing its wing structure, tended by dwarves that seem to be wrapped just as these ones are. Some in supplication, others sort of offering up some sort of tribute. But that's what the north and south edges of this wall look like. As soon as the combat is over, which I think took like 2 rounds, so 12 seconds-ish, maybe a little longer, the terrible stench emanates from your packs. Just rotten food just drifts up from your pouches.
Oh no.
Wherever you keep your foodstuffs.
Ew.
We take out our rations, or I take out my rations.
Okay. You find that pull apart, grab at a hardtack biscuit and sort of crumbles in your hand. You see greenish mold and just smells awful. The jerky shouldn't be eaten ever, but
Shit.
also looks bad and probably isn't worth eating, even if you were inclined to such things before.
Okay, well, I'll take
All
that
of
out
your-
of my bag.
All of your food is rotted. Water skins are empty.
Ew.
Well,
Got tomb curses happening?
Maybe. Let's not spend too much time down here.
You hear a grinding of stone on stone from further in the complex.
Further this way?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I sense any more undead?
You do.
Great.
Actually, now that you see one, or you can sense one moving from this sort of area southward.
Okay. Spiritual weapon only lasts for a minute, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's moving southward. Okay, so Rana will say that. There's another one over here through the door, seemingly moving southward.
Yep.
Moving to the right.
It's now over here.
It's now over. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, so there is another one in there. So be ready.
I'm gonna hit myself with a second wind.
Okay. And then short rest. No. Ooh. It's a good second wind.
The best it could be.
Yeah. That's so good. It's basically a first
Yeah,
wind.
nice.
Okay. Would Tonus, you want to go first?
Sure. Boop.
You open the door
Oh,
to
that's
a
fancy.
small passageway. Immediately on the opposite end of the hallway, you see this purplish light sort of radiating outward from a stone sarcophagus, the lid of which is now ajar.
Oh
Is it a
no.
lid or is it a jar?
Ah.
Well, lids have jars, and this one is slightly bit. Anyways, it's pushed off roughly. I mean, really only a couple inches from its center.
Only a couple inches. So, was that maybe the grinding that we just heard?
Seems reasonable.
Okay. Rowan,
Ooh.
Yes.
come look at this. The glowing light. Can you make heads or tails of that voodoo right there? I mean, it's probably not technically voodoo, but
Voodoo?
I doubt it. Jacob, is this
You
anything
do so well.
Rowan would recognize immediately?
Make a religion check.
I'm alright at this.
Check.
All right. So this one isn't plus 15.
Correct. Just 10.
All right. Wow, that is kind of hilarious.
Hey, the exact same I've been getting on my other checks too.
With having interacted with the dwarven mummies in this room, seeing a little bit of what you're dealing with, it seems you'd know that these sorts of tombs are often booby trapped, especially in higher value areas, and the light is probably something similar, protecting whatever rests in that sarcophagus.
So the light is, well, convey that the light is probably some sort of craft protecting what is in the tomb sarcophagus thing.
is it magical and can you dispel it?
It looks magical.
Does
I can
not
try
give
to
off light in a manner that you would expect from a torch or fire. It's quite purple.
Yeah.
Ronald, she'll move out of the way.
In that case, Rowan will use dispel magic.
Yeah. What level?
Third.
Third? Okay. You begin to concentrate on the spell, trying to cast it, and you feel pain emanating from or throughout your body. You can try to cast the spell anyways, or you can release and keep the spell.
I'll keep it for now. I'll not cast the spell, and we'll inform the party that it seems to be attempting to interfere with spells.
What if two people try and cast dispel magic at the same time?
I mean, it's more likely to be effective. It's more likely that one of them will go off, I would guess, but no, might not work.
What are you trying to cast Dispel Magic on?
Whatever's casting the
I
light.
guess the effect itself, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Ah, yeah. If you move Ambrose 1 square down, you should be able to see what they're looking at.
Oh, okay. Can I try shooting it?
You don't see a source. It just seems to fill that chamber past this point.
Oh, okay. There's not like an orb of light or anything that we can see, like an origin point for the
No,
glow.
just suffusing that whole area.
Okay.
Are there like loose rocks on the ground?
Yeah.
I want to pick one up and like throw it towards the like somewhere in this vicinity.
Okay. You toss a rock in, it hits the ground, tumbles in. Don't see any noticeable effect.
Okay. There is a little side passage here that we might want to investigate as well.
Mm-hmm. That looks like that's the direction the undead went in. So just be wary.
And the purple aura ends here, right? Ish.
Right. You could move around that passage without bathing in the light.
Gotcha.
The light is more bright and full in the actual like chamber next to the sarcophagus. This probably looks more dim right there. So yeah, you could move around without entering.
Shall we
But
head
spills
south
out into the
first?
passage.
Sure. I'm down for that.
Ye-
Anything in the hallway you see, guys?
No, clear. Maybe little rocks.
Thanks, bud.
Who's going after tennis?
Guys, follow close behind.
I'll take the back.
I'll also go next.
We
Come
have
to a set of-
3 doors.
Which way is the end? Or
One
can I
more
sense?
than the
can I
British
sense-
Royal Navy.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? Interesting. 1 second. Let me double check something real quick. My apologies. Right here.
Oh, okay. Sus. Okay, but Rana says that the undead is over here. Through that door.
We want to go towards the. I guess that's your call, Rana. Do you want to go fight the undead, or do you want to search the other room?
Well, last time we knew there was something big and scary that we were kind of hunting down. We just wanted to make sure we took care of it so that it didn't surprise us with our backs
fair enough.
turned.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe let's just take it out and then we'll keep exploring.
Oop, didn't mean to do that. Yep. Sure. I check the door for locks and traps.
Make a investigation check. It's a stone door. It looks, I mean, similar to the previous ones. It's resting on its hinges pretty low. Seems like it hasn't been moved in a very long time.
Like, hasn't been opened in a very long time?
Yes.
Rana, did you say it moved in here?
You find bits of sand on the ground behind where you were, but none seem to be here at this door.
What about these two? Do either of them look like they've been opened recently?
No.
Do I see any more sand?
Oh, that's weird. Now Rana thinks that the undead is here.
I don't know what's going on, you guys. Now the undead feels like it's over here.
Okay. Uh, if, I'm gonna go back over here and open the door.
Okay.
You open the door into what looks like an old armory. You find
Yeah.
racks of weapons,
This guy's-
shields, or armor. There's even a small shelf with scrolls that quite ancient. Most are just rusted or blunt. The straps of armor have long since decayed away.
Rowan, we got scrolls.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Okay. I can
What
take a
is
look at them.
this situation here?
You do see a couple. You see a curtain at that corner of the room coming down. Oh, I guess I didn't really block off the line of sight in any particular way, but yeah, it's odd. There's like a weird wall that comes out and curtains that would block vision to that corner. So you can't see in that area, but I can tell that that area of the room has been, is part of it.
Rana's gonna move a little closer and listen to see if she can hear anything behind the curtain.
Okay. Make a perception check. No. Nothing.
There's
I don't hear anything. Just
4 more undead back in the chamber where we started.
Pardon?
It says there's 4 more undead there. Wait, how many mummies were there?
4.
Uh-oh. Does Rana know of any way to like double tap the the undead to make sure they stay down?
Burn the bodies.
Make
give me a
them
religion check.
re-dead.
Religion, that's gonna be a disadvantage. Good lord. Alright. I guess that would be a big nope.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's 2
First they were
ones in a
dead,
row.
then they were undead, then they were undead, and now you speculate that they're re-undead.
I'm gonna look
Yeah.
around for any more sand.
Fell asleep
Okay.
during that
Make
class.
an investigation check.
Wow.
No sand, but as you're looking about, as I said, most of the items in here either rust or decayed to the point of just not being usable. But while you're looking around, one of the shields on the table looks to be pristine.
I guess we got a shield. Let's throw that in the bag.
Okay.
Yeah, Rowan will look over the scrolls while this is going on.
Okay, give me an
And-
investigation check.
Rana will pull back the curtain.
We're going for that one, number 4.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah.
Come on, game. No.
Pulling back
There we go.
Rowan, Mr. Big Brain.
No, it's a racial feature.
Pulling back the curtain, you see empty wall.
Okay, she'll keep it, like, is there any way to tie it or pull it back so it stays pulled back?
You do find hooks on opposite ends of or on both walls. There are 2 curtains, so you could hook each so that it creates that opening.
Okay, she'll do that.
Looking through the scrolls, you find most of them are decayed to the point of just not being usable at all. You find a couple of... hold on. Sorry, I'm traveling right now, so I'm on a laptop and making sure tried to make sure I had everything that I needed. Okay, so you find a scroll of magic circle
Okay.
Ooh.
as
Interesting.
well as one of resilient
Ooh.
sphere.
Neat.
Oh, interesting.
Are the undead getting closer? Or are they staying in that room?
They moved a little bit, but they're still mostly in this area.
Okay.
Yeah, with such an investigation check, Rowan actually spots a couple other things that are of possible value in this room, just because, again, it's kind of easy to, when you're sifting through, to spot things that are less decayed than others. But on the same shelf that you found the scrolls underneath, hidden under like a pile of debris that just sort of accumulated, one of the shelves broke down and covered it a little bit, is a quiver that's been threaded with gold thread. And it is in perfect condition.
It seems like your bag, Rana.
Interesting. All right.
Do you want to hold on to that until you identify it, or do you want me to just stick it in my bag, or in the
Either
bag?
ways, don't stick it in the bag.
Okay. So Rana will stick the quiver in the bag of holding.
No, don't stick it in the bag of holding. Is what I'm saying.
Don't stick it in the
bag.
bag of holding.
Huh.
Okay. Do you want to identify it now?
I mean, it's gonna take 11 minutes.
That's fine. Rana will post up here.
Okay. You guys are cool with waiting for 11 minutes? I guess Ron will identify his quiver while you guys.
Well, I'm cool with it. If everybody else wants to move on.
That's strange.
I'm
The undead is now right here.
fine.
Do I feel cold?
Rana jerks violently and looks at Tonist, or in the area where Tonist is.
There's nothing there. And then you feel them right behind you.
I look behind me. What is going on?
Now there's some here.
I don't know, that's a good question. What is going on? Why are you freaking out?
I just I can sense where undead are, and I'm sensing them, but I can't see them.
So perhaps invisible or on a adjacent plane? Maybe a ghost?
Okay.
Maybe a ghost, phantom, or poltergeist, perhaps.
What do we do about it? I don't know what to do.
I don't think I have anything to do anything about that immediately.
I no longer have my
And
lantern.
if only
of
there was someone we could call for ghosts.
Also, you can try and turn on dead, see what happens.
Don't you have to see that target?
I have no idea. It's not my class feature.
Hold on, let me look. Channel divinity. That what? That where is it? Pat? Where's the description for turn undead? Why isn't it on my character sheet?
I didn't build that.
I'm almost certain that it is 30
Should be.
feet sight. It is a class feature. Channel Divinity.
Yeah,
Advanced
within 30 feet.
ability. Turn undead. When you use channel, you can then. As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer censoring the undead. Each undead that you can see or hear within 30 feet must make a wisdom save.
All right. Well,
Ooh.
I'm
Technically not using either of those senses.
So
So.
if
Yeah.
it makes noise,
Okay. All right.
Rana, is
yeah,
it
so
is I don't know much about these sensing undead things, but is it possible that there's something that's just messing with your undead sense? Like maybe there's no undead and your thing's just going haywire?
that would be alarming, but I suppose that's possible. The elves didn't exactly get along with the dragons.
as Rowan sets out his pearl, begins to concentrate on this new item, find that if you begin to cast the spell once more, pain begins to flood your body.
wonderful.
Okay. We'll hold off on this. It seems like magic is hindered here as well.
Okay.
I'll identify this another time.
All right. Well, Rana will like not put it in the bag of holding, but will like sling it next to her pack or something like that.
You had mentioned that there was that the undead was it the same undead you were feeling like the whole time, just moving around? Do you know?
There's one that feels like it's teleporting around. Like sometimes it's here, and then it was here, and then it was here, and then it was here. But then there's the 4 that were up here.
Yeah, I'm less concerned about those ones. Are you able to like? Is it teleporting or is it just like you only get like a ping every few seconds type situation?
There are times when Rana feels the undead moving, and other times where it seems that they just wink out of existence and pop up somewhere else.
Gotcha.
Ooh,
Should we check
spooky.
those other 2 rooms?
Sure. Is Gaz getting anything? Or I guess is Redro telling Gaz about anything?
Oh,
Tanis opens the door as Rana asks Gaz about what Radra knows, and sees a dwarven woman wrapped in bandages, holding a staff. She has decayed yellow eyes peering out from beneath the wrappings. When Tanis opens the door, she is patiently waiting and says, "Defilers,
is she speaking
leave." She's speaking Dwarven.
Dwarven? Okay. I want to do a quick old history check.
Don't speak
Across
that.
the room and behind her, you see an altar with a sort of a cushion on it, and there's a pearl the size of like a grapefruit sitting atop it.
Oh, well, now we have to. My hand has been forced.
Because
And
Tonus
there's wood
wants the
involved.
shiny. Oh, goodness.
I'm gonna do a history check on the lady.
She's a lady. Oh, wait.
Why?
Oh, gosh.
Why?
Yeah, you're not familiar with this one.
This is payback for all the 20s we got last week.
Just the info that you had
Jeez,
from
I guess.
from last session about who was buried here. Figured it's a good deduction that this is the celebrated dwarf who was entombed here, her last resting place.
What was her name?
You see, I didn't send that to myself, so it's on my home computer, and I don't remember.
Oh no! And I didn't write it
Indeed, somebody bring up
down.
the VOD from last week.
Yeah, let me go watch all of that real quick. I'll
I
be
didn't.
back in 3 hours.
I didn't write
Um,
that note down. Sorry.
You're not streaming, by the way.
Yes, I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
I never got a notification that you started streaming.
Scared
Yes,
me.
I did. Never mind.
Oh my god. Micah got the stream notifications turned off. How rude.
Okay.
we will...
In Dwarven, I will say, are you name here?
For sake of Tanu, we'll just break last week and say that her name is Yalgrim for now. And apparently Valis says that.
You could say that that was the actual name, and I would 100% believe you, just for the record.
Yeah, of course. It's Yalgrim. I don't know why. I realized I was looking through my emails to myself and I found it.
Excellent.
Yes. But it's no matter to you. That takes a few steps forward.
We have not come here as thieves. We came to figure out what happened here.
Found it.
Yes, her name is Orfun Yalgrim.
There you go.
And yet you've taken things already.
All of the dwarves here are dead. Is this shield the proper, like, the shield that I found can be replaced, or put back. Did it have an owner? Does it have an owner?
It says the High Guard are. High Guard are. Oh my god, blanking on words right now. Probably from the drive, being tired. The High Guard are everlasting sentinels for this place. It is theirs.
You would
hear
deny.
Shuffling steps from down the corridor.
So you deny your people rest for the sake of guarding treasure?
Are you saying this in common?
Everyone can understand Rana. Effectively, she is speaking Dwarven, but everyone can understand it.
It's like Green Lantern rings.
Sure.
Okay.
She has
that
what is it? Is it the tongue spell? Whatever that spell is.
Yeah.
Everyone can understand her, and she can understand everybody.
Right.
Sure.
Orofun says Ralsrum's service to Ralsrum is everlasting rest itself. There is no denial.
The Ral's from the dragon.
Yes.
Do we know if that dragon's still alive or not?
It's likely. These dragons were worshipped in some way as deities themselves. They are, there's history of them, or there's stories of them throughout history. The only one that seems to have been killed was Zivis, the sapphire dragon to the west.
Has there been any what's the last thing that, or the last time we'd even heard of Ralsrum?
Probably just stories. No, nothing recent. Again, it's supposed to be to the north, so what supplicants of hers are doing this far south is a mystery.
Is
It's strange.
And I
Strange
guess I'll
finding.
like in the best way I can convey that information, being like we have not the Ralthrum that we know of is the best that we know of a myth in the north, and there hasn't been sight or word from them or their acolytes in hundreds of years or something like that.
is
Did you get
Ralstrom
here?
known for necromancy?
Sort of. Make a history check.
Oh no. Rana whispers the question to Tonus.
Well, I did a
History. You said history?
Yes.
History. Good
How much would
God.
Rowan's people know about dragons?
Oops, and I didn't even roll that at disadvantage. Hold on. Okay, 6. There's a
Did
mummy.
you ask how much Rowan's people know?
Yeah.
The Rowan's people would have dealt with most of the interaction with one of these types, one of these sort of gem elder dragons would have been the ocean dragon, which one of the reasons why they going south off of that area is so dangerous is this entity that lots of local stories about crew ships coming in whose crew are in sort of eternal slumber and can't be roused.
Okay.
It's kind of a risk even taking a boat out on the water at this point.
Okay.
Says Urfun continues, did you kill my people to get here?
No. Well, we were attacked by the guards at the door, but we did not initiate aggression against any of your people.
Rana points. They seem to be doing fine.
Their service is
She points at this one.
more. Confirmed. No, not the High Guard. My sentinels. My people, the dwarves who live here.
There are no dwarves here, and there haven't been for a very long time.
We're here to
He looks. Oh, sorry, go on.
we're here to clear the way for dwarves. They're seeking to reopen these mines because there haven't been dwarves here in however long, centuries perhaps. And as they were attempting to reopen the mines, creatures came and assaulted them, and they sought us for help. And that is why we are here.
Why don't you make
You're
a
gonna mention the dwarves,
persuasion
but I don't
check
know if
with
they're the same dwarves.
advantage?
Make a what check?
Persuasion. One of you with advantage.
Uh,
That's not a me roll there.
that's not really a me roll either, but I guess I can with advantage.
Huh.
Hey!
Advantage. Ooh, man, it's -1. That's 5. Not you. You got advantage. +5 right there.
That's
That's
a
a +4.
4. That's +4.
Oh yeah, after the -1.
It's better than my +1.
She seems a little out of sorts in like what you're telling her and accepting it. This is mine. No, the people of Aura Lador, which I'll put in the chat as well.
Say we were sent by the people of whatever the hell Thalmog's village name is. I'm sure it's in a chat here somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably. Hey, look, a mummy said that.
pretty good ventriloquist.
Is
Where-
scrolling through messages.
Where is Thar Lador?
Assumedly here.
Is that a city name that Rana would be familiar with? Or anybody, really?
Um, the scrolls that you found in the previous room, the map, would indicate it's this cavernous structure
Oh,
that
okay.
they were building out.
Okay.
Am I remembering correctly that we were helped to deal with a mine?
That is correct.
Okay. Okay, so did they not know that this structure existed? Has it been lost?
Who are you asking?
Anyone?
Oh, it seems likely that it was because
Nar Higrun is where they're from.
Yes.
it seems likely that it's lost and that they didn't know about it. Yes.
Okay.
I will say we are here on the behest of the Thane of Nar Thigrun, to assist with the reopening of these mines. And then I'll like pull out my frickety frack, what's it called? They gave me that ruby gem pendant for helping them before. So I'll like pull out and be like, hey, this is the a gift from the Thane of that dwarven village for helping them in the past.
He snarls at Tonist and says, "They live," and then I bet
Fuck.
everyone roll initiative.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh wait, do I need to roll?
I'm trying to be a friend of the dwarves.
hey!
Initiative shouldn't have been at advantage, right?
Correct. So,
So
we'll
it's
take
an 18.
Okay.
Oh no, an 18.
I know.
I was
It
just
doesn't
trying to be
matter.
a friend of the dwarves.
Apparently.
It's Morbin time.
Oh no, and spells aren't gonna be great here.
Nope.
Well, that's basically the same turn.
Now if you do some AoE shenanigans in the hallway.
Wait,
maybe.
no. Jacob, I rolled an 18. My initiative was an 18. So it's 18 plus 8.
Oh, a 26. Whatever will we do?
Oh, I see.
Thank you.
Man, for once in my career, I was excited that Ambrose got to go before Rana for once. But nah.
Oh, goodness.
Turns out Ambrose can't even roll high enough to be what Ronna's can't roll.
Wow.
We got the highest potential roll that I could roll is still lower than what you rolled right now.
Really? What?
By
You can get a
0.01.
20.11. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know how that works.
Let's do another.
So
Oh, you have a +1.
Oh.
I have a +0.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nope, that was it.
She takes a moment. She looks like she's ready to cast a spell, and it is Rana's go.
Okay. Let's do another spiritual weapon. Over by the dwarf. Here. So we will attack the dwarf.
Does it say 5x5 right there?
It does. say
Oh,
something.
that's the
That's
spiritual
the
weapon.
spiritual weapon.
Okay. I was like, why does it say that? That's so strange.
I do not
Yep,
remember.
mummy, unarmored
It's a very
and
wide mummy.
in wrapping, so that is an easy hit.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I too am feel the burn.
And then Rana will shoot this gal. Does a 26 hit?
It does.
It's better.
Okay. One more. Oh, wait. I need to do, what is it, a D4 of thunder? D4 of thunder, and then she wasn't damaged, so never mind. I can't do Colossus Slayer.
It's fine. I'm sure you'll do it right now.
Yeah.
That hits.
Okay, normal, and then good lord. There's more thunder, and then Colossus Slayer. Okay, and then she looks like she's about to cast a spell, so I'm gonna go this way.
Okay. The arrows strike her and give her a little bit of a thunderous, what is it? Concussion. And okay. At the end of Rana's turn, she just turns her eye on Tonist and just stares him down. Need a wisdom saving throw. Fear begins to grip him.
Who's that roll?
Tonist.
And which kind of roll is that?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. I think I have advantage against those. Let me confirm.
Yeah, you do.
I do. It's a saving throw against magic.
No.
Hmm.
Is it though?
Is this magic? No, this
Is
is
it-
magic.
Is it magic or is it not?
Yeah, the ability says against this magic, so I think so.
That's still really terrible.
It's 4.
Okay.
I believe I've been frightened. I've been
Uh,
spooked.
Yes. Just this terrible dread fills Tonus' form. So bad, in fact, that not only is he frightened, but he's also paralyzed.
Ugh.
Okay.
And it is Rowan's go.
All right. Let me
Plus
How can I
paralyzed.
be both frightened and terrified? Paralyzed.
double check this real
Paralyzed
quick.
with fear.
Isn't frightened the one where I have to like run away from it? No,
Oh,
never
yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
That's the other.
Okay. All right. Rowan is going to step forward and if I use Lesser Restoration on Tonist, will it get rid of the paralyzed, even if he's still frightened?
That's an interesting question.
I'll let you decide this.
You yeah, you can remove
One
paralyzed.
poison or one
Oh, he'll
condition.
still be frightened, but paralyzed is definitely the worst one.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Bonus action. He will use Lesser Restoration, and
A
then
bonus action that? Alright.
Yeah.
As you begin to cast, pain racks Rowan's form. You can keep casting the spell or choose not to.
Yeah, he'll cast it.
Need a Constitution saving throw.
Did Rana need to make one of those?
No.
Oh, I
You
forgot.
did
that
get
she
spiritual
casts
weapon, yeah.
Spiritual weapon. Yeah, that would have happened to Rana as well. Good
Okay.
call.
Con save.
I'll let Rana make hers
Good
too.
God. Rolls are shit today.
Okay, so Rana would have taken 7 points of necrotic damage,
Okay.
and that spell actually did not complete, and the spiritual weapon there doesn't exist.
Okay. So,
But
I
you did
remember.
use the slot.
okay.
I think I saved.
Yeah, probably. That looks good. Okay, so Tonist is no longer paralyzed.
Yeah.
But she was gonna get the auto crit if she hit. Oh well.
All right.
Want to go dispel that purple magic now?
I do. I definitely do. But that might be a trick to pull off because it's going to take a few rounds to do. Especially depending on how many mummies are in the hallway.
Probably 4.
Yeah, probably.
Take.
Rowan will pull out his spear, I guess, and
Okay.
stay where he is.
Okay. At the end of Rowan's turn, the woman, the dwarf, turns her eye on Ambrose. Ambrose needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh man. Okay, I'm not bad at wisdom.
Okay. Yep. Fear begins to grip you, but you shrug it off. Like, she's not that scary.
Yeah. I've seen spookier things in caves.
And it is Ambrose's go.
Give me just a moment. Okay, I'm gonna... Instead of using a spell, I'm going to use the feature Devouring Maw.
That doesn't sound like something she wants to deal with.
It does not sound ideal. And let's see, yeah. If I could remember the right tool thing. There we go.
Ooh. Strength.
Strength saving throw from the mummy lady.
Okay.
I'm having some... Ignore that for a sec.
Did not succeed.
A 10 foot, there we go. Alright.
Does go back
Damage.
to the con. Jacob.
No, that's not a spell.
Oh.
And I'm gonna say she takes lightning damage from that.
Okay. Alright, the maw grips her and pulls at her lightning arcs out across her body. Is Ambrose staying there?
Yes. Yeah, I did my turn.
Okay. She, at the end of Ambrose's turn, she turns her eye on Rowan and tries to hit him with the fear gaze. Need a wisdom saving throw from Rowan.
Damn, she just gets to keep doing this, I guess.
Maybe gotta look into.
Alright, so she's restrained and she can, as an action, alright, any creature that starts its turn in the area is the 3d6 again? Or is that... Okay, so that damage would have happened at the start of her turn, which is fine. Alright, so she struggles against the maw. This time also being restrained. And... Yes, she will animate a weapon. A spiritual one, in fact.
Don't like that.
As you watch, a spectral mace takes form next to Tonist and strikes down at him.
Can I? Okay.
I have 14.
No.
Yep.
I
Okay.
didn't know if that was going to be a roll that or if that was the thing that I could have Liger put disadvantage on or not. I think it would be. I don't know.
It's an
There's an
attack.
attack roll.
I don't know.
The defender imposes
Probably.
disadvantage on the attack roll of a creature it can see. Is the attack roll
Yeah.
from her or from the weapon?
So the attack roll is she's making the attack roll, even though the weapon is the thing that's
Yeah,
doing the attack. So
but
as
it's
long
not
as you
within
can
5
see
feet of
her,
fire.
right?
But I don't think I can use
Yeah.
the fight
So
back on it. Okay, interesting.
okay.
But it didn't.
But no, one of the other dwarven mummies shambles forward to Ambrose and tries to punch him.
Oh, rude.
Very rude. A very rude mummy. 15.
Uh,
Yep, that hits.
Need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. E.
Okay, that's pretty good. So, it punches Ambrose. There's some schluff coming off of its fist, like some debris of its flesh that seems to rejuvenate even as it departs its own body. Uh, Ambrose takes 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Watch a couple more, or another mummy shamble forward. And it will be Gaz's turn. Moves forward and strikes out at the woman. No, 2 NPCs in a row. Valis will fire at the mummy next
Actually, it's
to
like
Amber.
4 NPCs in a row.
Yeah, that's true. Gaz rolls like shit twice, and Valis does not. So Valis strikes the mummy next to Ambrose, and it goes rigid as it is paralyzed itself.
Ooh.
And then that brings us to Tonist.
Can I do another wisdom save check to or save to unfrighten myself?
Oh.
Or
My apologies. At the end of the dwarven woman, the female mummy's turn, Tonus would no longer be afraid.
oh, wonderful. Is the Guff's circle of pain agnostic of friend and foe?
I wouldn't recommend stepping in it, if
Fair
that's what
enough.
you're thinking.
Yep. Are magic weapons something I can attack? Like, do they have a health pool that I can? I don't know how these work.
No, it's made of force. You won't be able to do anything to it. Force
Fine, I'll
objects
just shoot a grenade at her then.
Force objects are generally virtually indestructible.
Well, that's silly.
I mean, it helps when you make a wall of force.
That's true. Oh wait, actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna shoot one of my grenades and try and have it like hit the wall right here. Is my plan. If I can remember how to roll.
All right.
I believe that should hit.
Good enough.
I need
Do a weak shot?
con save from both of them. Oh.
Is
Okay,
it
pass.
poison effect? Yeah, the poison of the grenade washes over them. They are infected.
They both take 12 fire. Bonus action
All right,
reload. I'm shooting again. Oh, go ahead.
As the fire explodes all around them, it's much more effective.
Hey. Yeah, bonus action reload. I'm just gonna shoot again.
Their wrappings catch fire and burn away. All right. The mummy is now near
Third death.
undeath.
I'm gonna like as a quick little like reaction, I'm gonna turn to Rowan and say we have to get to
Get to what?
the coffin.
Oh, yeah.
All right. At the end of Tonus' turn, the mummy, the female mummy's form sort of shifts, becomes sand-like, and breaks from the maw. And she reappears, or it drifts towards you and reappears in the same square as her spiritual mace. He's no longer restrained. It is Rana's ghoul.
Potentially flanked AF though.
She's a little flanked too. Just a
Okay.
tad.
Dude, you be it.
Oh, I have a fun idea.
Well, I'm gonna shoot this one first.
Okay. That will hit. The arrow plows through it, and it falls to the ground.
Great.
It's more dead.
Now I will shoot this one. The Mummy Lord.
It's no longer restrained. Okay. That also hit.
Why? Oh. That dice is cocked. Can I re-roll it?
No.
Okay. Let's see. 5, 10. Hold on. Is that 20 feet? Okay. All right. I'm done.
Okay. At the end of Rana's turn, she utters just a foul, resounding word, magically imbued. Calls you all defilers. You need to make adjacent people, Tonist, Ambrose, and Rowan, need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this a spell?
It is. It's not a spell, no,
Okay.
but it is a magical effect.
That doesn't really make a difference for me. Hey.
Pretty good. Is you said Tonus is out of Flash of Geniuses?
He's muted, possibly.
Yeah, Omega. You're muted.
I don't know how long I've been muted for. Yes, out of Flash of Genius.
Okay. So the DC was just a little too high for Tonus and Gaz, and they're both stunned. But Ambrose and Rowan shook off the.
Ooh.
Well, that's a problem.
Sure, it'll be fine again. But it is gonna move to Rowan's turn.
Damn. Well. Whole lot that I can do here. Can't really get. Still want to try and teleport because I still won't be able to fix the. Or try and dispel until next turn. You know what? I'm just gonna stab this lady with my spear and see what happens.
You'll probably say, "Hey, knock that off."
Yeah, probably. Nope, not flanking.
She
Close.
bats the spear away with her own staff and says, "Hey,
Real
knock that
bad.
off."
That was my go.
Okay, it is Ambrose's go.
Okay. Oh boy, there's not much I can do with stuff next to me. Okay, that one's dead. Ambrose. Well, first, Ambrose is going to dispel the maw
Okay.
to open up some breathing room. Thank you. Then, okay, I'm going to. No, I'm gonna take a thing from this, but I'm gonna move over here.
All right. Yeah. As Ambrose moves away from the mummy lady, she will try to punch him in the head.
Valid. That'll hit.
All right. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Hey,
Okay.
Doing well on those.
he's hardy.
20 points of bludgeoning damage, but you resist the necrotic.
20 points on an opportunity attack? Okay.
Oh, 1 second. Oh,
Wait,
I'm
hold
sorry. Let me give you a little bit extra.
Wait, what? What's going on?
Oh, I accidentally typed in 20 instead of minus 20.
Oh.
I should be at 40 HP now.
Okay, so an extra 20
Never mind.
necrotic
actually.
damage. Yeah, you did it right the first time, turns out. Yeah, so her strikes are really just deadly. You resist the curse of whatever she's hitting you with, but the damage still is there. So your flesh sort of rots away from her strike.
Gross.
Alright. Spear was not the call. New plan.
Then, do I still have an action?
Yes. And a bonus.
Eldritch Blast.
The good one.
First one. That a hit? I think that's a hit. It's also on the mummy lady.
Mummy lady. Okay. Just want something up real quick. I want to make sure I'm reading the warlock ability correctly. Are all spells that you cast considered 5th level?
Yes.
Leveled spells. The cantrips or whatever cantrips would be.
Yeah, they're all using 5th level slots, so yeah.
Okay, so but not the cantrips because they don't technically have levels. So
Yes.
then, as you begin the Eldritch Blast, you feel the pain rack your body. You
Oh,
can
son of
complete or attempt to complete the spell if you'd like, or you can drop it and do something else.
Interesting. Okay.
You would retain your action.
Oh, I forgot about the thing. Okay, that's throwing some stuff. I guess I stopped doing the spell. I moved slightly farther away, and I guess I just end my turn. Don't. Ambrose is very, very bad with actual weapons, so he does not have much in that way. So spells were kind of my whole deal.
I know that feel.
I'm
Okay.
yeah, just pass, I guess.
All right. She directs the spiritual weapon to the side to strike at Gaz. And then we'll hit. All right, and she will stare down Rowan, who will need to make a wisdom saving throw, as fear grips him now.
Hey.
I think you got it.
Yeah, that's plenty good, but then she turns and will strike at Tonist, who because he's stunned, this attack will be at advantage.
Wait. I impose disadvantage with the bell.
Okay.
Can Liger use his reaction to impose extra disadvantage? Liger's not stunned, from what I can tell.
I guess Liger would have done a con check as well, but that's okay because one disadvantage is enough. It'll just be a regular attack.
So who's imposing
Wouldn't a
disadvantage?
second disadvantage make it actual disadvantage?
No.
No,
Who?
no,
Wow.
they just cancel out. We'll say Liger does it.
Okay. Okay.
20.
Jesus.
Is Gaz attacking me?
No,
The mummy.
the mummy lady is.
If I'm stunned, I can't use a reaction, can I? Like, I don't know what I can do here.
Can't. No reaction.
Oh, then yes, a 20 hits me.
Okay. Alright, so she strikes you with that same necrosis hit that got Ambrose. I need a constitution saving throw. Honest flesh rots at the strike point. Takes 32 points of damage. Of which 22 was necrotic. And shuffling down the passageway, another mummy comes. Moves up to Rowan, tries to hit him. Which is going to be a... $19.
Son of a bitch. I'll try and cast shield. Why not?
Okay.
Make that con
Yep, so
save.
that's going to be a con check if you want to continue as the pain courses through from trying to invoke the spell.
It looks like I used the spell.
Yes, so that will also deal 4 points of necrotic damage from the backlash. Need a con saving throw from the attack.
No, mummy rot.
Indeed. Yeah, so... I actually... just standard mummies, that saves, actually.
Oh, okay, sweet.
So, for 7 points of bludgeoning damage, mummy rot from these guys doesn't get you when you
Okay.
save. At the end of their turn, which I'm just gonna remove them off the list because they all go at the same time anyways. At the end of their turn, Tonist is no longer stunned.
Yes.
Gaz will strike out at the mummy lady. Oh man, he is just rolling like shit. But he does hit once, so that's good. And then, since Valis can see her, he will fire at her. Alright, so Valis strikes her, and he makes a con save. And then we're going to go to Tonist.
All right. Is that now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to, as an action, try and cast Intellect Fortress on myself. Which is a 3rd level spell.
Okay. Pain begins to fill your body. You can continue or choose a different action.
What kind of save was it before?
Con.
Oh, it's always a con save. Yeah, I'll try it.
Alright. Pushing through the pain, you cast the spell. And yeah,
For
it goes off
um,
success.
I'm also going to action surge and swing my hammer. Inventory. One second, let me remind myself how I can do this. Weapon you can invoke
Is
the.
giving himself that spell, or is he casting it on someone else?
Oh, on myself. I'm having a
Okay.
well. Let's see. You and everyone creature you see within range has resistance to psychic damage, as well as advantage on intel. I already have those. I'll give
Yeah,
that to Rowan.
I already have that as well.
I'll give that to Gaz. I'll uncast
Ooh.
that. I forgot I already have all of this.
You have advantage on those saves?
Yes,
Against Rowan has those. Yeah.
I have them not. Mine doesn't specify magic like Tonus does. Mine's better. Yeah, it's a good feature.
So I give that to Gaz.
Okay.
Either that or I just uncast it because I didn't read it thoroughly. Or not uncast it, but just like retcon me casting it in the first place.
Yeah. Up to
How
you.
would you prefer to handle that?
I mean, it just happened, so it's your choice what you want to do.
Alright, I will take that spell slot back.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I have that spell, because I basically already have that. I might still action surge though. Yeah, I'll still action surge and just swing.
Wail on her.
Yeah. String. Where the heck? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, Rowan is dispassionate. It says on his character sheet. Nice.
As part of the attack action, huh?
Go ahead.
As part of the attack action, since I made contact, I'm also using my fire rune. But I will roll
Get some
damage.
extra dice.
Huh?
Yeah. Getting some extra dice in there.
Sort of. I'll do this first. Oh, 229s. Then there's this. So I need a strength save from her.
If you
I
still
don't know what the DC of that is, though.
are alive.
It's probably normal. Whatever your proficiency
Spell?
+8. That's yeah.
Oh, yeah. Need a strength save from her, then.
Oh, you know what? Before we do that, let's roll 4d6.
Why are we rolling 46? Oh!
Because you do an
Because
extra
she
2d6
takes
fire.
extra fire
and you crit.
damage. Oh, is she that close to death?
Well, yeah, and you crit it, so. Oh, look, she takes 24 fire damage. And burns to the ground.
Hell yeah!
And is apparently is restrained.
He is
Alright.
dead and restrained.
Straight
crumbles.
by the hands of death.
Her form crumbles to the ground. The spiritual mace dissipates. The mummies that had been advancing also fall to the ground.
Alright.
And we are out of initiative. You can take your action surge back now, if you'd like.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Rana runs forward and starts praying, doing something to try to make sure these guys don't get back up.
Okay.
I don't know if I have anything that will do that, but that's like,
Rowan's gonna come over and try and dispel the purple.
I'm gonna cast a mage hand and just see what happens.
Okay. As you begin the mage hand, you feel like there's a bit of apprehension as you wonder if the pain is gonna fill your body once more, but never comes, and you cast the mage hand success. Valis moves up behind Ambrose and taps him with a hand holding a vial of liquid. Looks like a cure potion of some sort.
Oh, hell yeah. Ambrose downs it.
You know Ambrose has a lot of those, right?
I mean, I'm not gonna refuse.
Take your boyfriend's potion.
Exactly.
Alright. Rowan is casting Dispel Magic.
It's true.
At
Do I?
3rd level.
Yeah. Alright, cool. So it doesn't actually.
How do we
roll
look HP
for me.
wise?
That's fun.
Ambrose heals 21 points.
Jeez.
And Rowan needs
Thank
to make
you.
a spell casting check, which I'm sure will be some obscene result.
Yeah. Especially because I'm gonna use my inspiration, just in case.
Ooh, so it's going to be even better.
Potentially.
Ability check. Alright, cool. D20. Alright, cool. 24.
That ought to do it, hopefully.
Unless it's somehow a
Oh,
14th
yeah,
level
that's
spell.
funny.
14th level
Yeah,
spell,
okay.
yeah.
Like, what am I looking at? Why am I looking at this way? Okay. Yeah. So you cast Dispel Magic as the echoes of Rana's prayer fill the corridors, and the light fades to nothingness, and the purple glow dims to just a dark interior once more.
Alright. Rowan will just Mage Hand and see if it seems affected. Or he'll start casting Mage Hand, see if that's affected.
Okay.
Or if the.
Yeah, didn't come. The pain didn't come with Dispel Magic, and it doesn't come with Mage Hand either.
Okay, cool. Might not even have
I
been
want
the
Fire
source.
Brand. I meant to bring him with me. Rana, Rowan, and Ambrose, how are you guys feeling?
In terms of health,
Yes.
or what? Yeah, fine.
Rana's fine. Ambrose is hurt pretty
Been
badly.
better.
Still?
Yeah,
He did take like 40 points of damage on
he did.
And I was already injured when we started.
True.
Thomas
been here.
enters a chapel of sorts. It's not quite finished, but it's clear from the architecture and the layout that that's what it was going to be. There's some expansion work being completed over here. Looks like personal quarters were being built there. Got mining equipment laying about with material for that expansion. Chisel, wood to support the ceiling.
Cast Aura of Vitality. Goth, can you come in the room here?
Sure.
Cast Aura of Vitality. I'll give you 5 of the 10 turns here, so roll 10d6 and peel for that. And I'll take the other 5.
Cool.
Hey. Appreciated.
What is 65 plus 38? Is that 104? 103, rather? Yeah, it is.
Barely injured. That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
Normally
So
that would take a whole minute to do, but figured we'd
So I
Yeah,
guess
what-
the
Yeah.
purple the purple light wasn't causing the pain effect?
It might not have been.
Was it the
might
mummy
have
then?
been- It might have been the mummy.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
Fraser.
in which case, we might want to do something about her so that she doesn't rise like the others.
That's what Rana's trying to figure out.
Yeah.
So she will.
Should we deal with her and then come back, or
You guys can keep. So you guys can explore this room, like, and grab that pearl. But Rana is going to be like kneeling, chanting, praying for just like, are these guys going to stay dead? Is there something I need to do to make sure they stay dead? What can I do? That sort of prayer.
Yep. Okay. Yep. So, yeah, Grana's busy in concentration, murmuring her prayers. Tonus looking about and getting closer. There's stone benches flanking the altar, and see these cushions sitting at the base there that they look like they've hardened with the years. A stone-like consistency. But despite that, the plush cushion on the altar itself or the cushion on the altar itself is still plush.
you see anything, guys?
He shrugs.
Oop. Oh. Oop. Oh, where can I stand here? I guess I'll stand here. Is it in a box or is it just sitting on a?
The pearl sits in the open on the cushion. So the cushion is there's no cover. It's open.
Oh, right
There's
here.
no box. Yep.
Okay, I grab the pearl.
All right. Feel feelings of warmth and encouragement filter through Tonus from touching the pearl.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
You said is. Oh, well, we'll identify it later. Can I use this pearl to cast identify on itself?
If you have an owl feather. Yes, it is that valuable.
Figured so. Well, the owl feather I can just use my I think.
Yeah, I mean that was mostly a joke.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I don't even have identify prepared, so we'll figure that part out later.
Awesome.
That was also just.
Oh, and yeah, good stuff.
I'm feeling very chipper right now, apparently. And I do love me a good map.
Mm-hmm. Can I get a religion check from Rana again? Tonus pores over the map, looking at the specifications. It's in yeah, Rana's prayers. They something's keeping them from getting there. And no inspiration comes, no knowledge of what to do to keep these things down for good, if there is such a thing that's going to bring them back.
They fell.
Tonus sees a couple.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that they died with the mummy, so if we can confirm
the
that
lady.
the mummy is down, we might be. I suspect we are good, but. Oh. Just a thought.
Over the course of a couple minutes, the female mummy's form begins to sort of dissolve into sand.
Oh.
You could see slowly it's sinking into itself, and granules of sand tumbling down onto the concrete.
I was only planning on
spots on the
grabbing
map.
that, looking at the map, and then heading back north, not spend a bunch of time in here.
Sure. Looking at the map, Tonus sees a spot figure it's west of this area based off of the geography. It looks like it actually would be west of some place called Silverhall, which is a old valley or a valley between two mountain ranges, famed for its silver, wouldn't you know? And it's the geography of Gresha. It's west of the river, and out in the blighted area. And this settlement listed on this map, this future plan, would put it even west of that mountain range.
Interesting. Okay. I will add that to the running map that I have been adding stuff to as we go.
Okay. I should make that a priority for this coming week to finish that and put it into.
It's pretty much every time we find a world map that has stuff on it, I've just been drawing it on the same
Yep.
map.
That's funny because Rowan's basically doing the same thing.
Guys,
have-
compare notes.
Bro, we're neck
In
deep in
cartography
maps.
tools.
I similarly have proficiency in
But
cartography.
do you have double proficiency in tools?
I do have double proficiency.
Okay, boys.
Oh
You're
my
both
God.
pretty.
It's amazing.
Cast spells using your cartographer's tools.
I cannot.
Ooh,
Ah, there we go.
I can't like
I
grab
can
a
use tools as a focus.
compass.
As useful as that is.
Oh.
Oh, I want to check these boxes too.
yeah, they're filled with timber for creating supports
Oh, yeah.
while they expand into the rock, as well as metal and some carving supplies, so like chisels and brushes and things, so that they can etch designs into the walls themselves. They haven't gotten to that point, so you don't see any decorations on the walls of this room, but eventually that's what would have taken place as they completed this area.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Guess we can.
Does Rowan have any idea what's going on with this weird super mummy? Because he wants to make sure it stays down for the sake of these dwarves we're trying to help out.
You made a perception check?
It do be sand.
Yeah, its form seems to be disintegrating into the sand that it once took transformed into, but other than that, it doesn't. It looks like it's down. It's not moving,
Okay.
and the whatever was creeping into your consciousness, keeping you from casting spells effectively, is ceased.
Okay. Alright. Rowan's gonna come on in here with everybody else.
We need to go probably deal with but I'm assuming it's her main body.
But possibly.
You got more than one body?
Well, what we just fought was, I'm assuming, just like a spectral spirit.
Oh.
Sand Malacrum.
Okay.
I need to make a note.
Oh no.
Oh no, what have I done?
This is for
Oh my God.
This is for later. This isn't here. All right. Yeah. So yeah, this because of the the process that they had for building this area out and its level of completion, it seemed fairly bare. They etched out that entry room and the designs there, but you haven't seen anything else since that point that would draw the eye to the walls. And there aren't, aside from the containers of supplies next to the map, there aren't any containers in this room.
What are the supplies?
Wood,
Metal.
and yeah, bits of like a couple iron bars and
Oh, okay.
chiseling tools.
Got it.
Pickaxes.
General mining equipment.
Mm-hmm. I think I found an errant stamp that got placed outside of the walls. It happens, like I said, with that blood that you saw just out in the middle of the dirt.
That crate is out there.
Yeah. Mm. I don't know. Maybe if you dig into the wall, you'll find a crate. That's not true. Don't do that. Be here forever.
Not a great idea.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Just full of them today.
Yeah.
Onward and northward.
Tonus returns to that T intersection. That's, now that I'm looking at it, it kind of makes the shape of like a hammer.
It does look like a hammer. I was just thinking that.
Huh.
Hello?
Okay. The light is gone. While Tonus was looking in the room, something happened.
How far in did? Oh, is Rowan following? Are you nearby?
There it goes.
How far in did you go?
How far in did I go? What? Oh,
Into the
I did it
room.
from here. I did it from here.
Oh, well, I took a step forward.
Okay. What you wanna take a look for physical traps? Do that.
I'm gonna move these
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Round wall. Investigate. Look for other traps.
Okay.
In case the magic wasn't all.
Looking around, it's you find empty wall sconces for torches. The lid of the sarcophagus has been pushed open just a little bit. Etched into the stone of the sarcophagus itself is a inscription in Dwarven that reads, "Orifun, whose service knows no limits. May her soul rest in peace forever."
You did say service is rest.
What was that thing in Malos that every single cave we went in said?
I don't
I
remember.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking about that.
Death
Oh,
for
the
dead
queen.
or something. Yeah.
Even in death, we serve the queen or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like a dwarven equivalent.
Well, I mean,
Um,
those are old. Never mind.
Hmm.
That's a different campaign. And those notes are on my personal computer, so I really don't have those ones.
Yeah.
Looking in, you don't see a body in the sarcophagus with a few inches of a gap between it and the lid. The lid itself is decorated with etchings that show a smiling dwarven woman. In her hands, she holds a pearl, roughly fruit sized.
does it look like the lady we just fought?
There are some similarities. The lady you just fought was wrapped up, so
Oh, yeah.
hard to tell, but it seems that's decent deduction.
So what brought her back to life? And why is she
You
a
see,
sand lady?
there's something in the sarcophagus, but with the gap, it's hard to make out exactly what you're looking at in there.
I have dark vision.
Yes, but this is like an inch wide gap.
I will push it open more then.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Got a
It's
crowbar?
very heavy. In fact, it might be too heavy for Tonist alone.
Rowan can
Um,
give him a hand.
let's see. Is there anything I can do to invoke
A mage hand.
That's not gonna help. Those things can move like
No,
5
it
pounds.
was a joke because you're a mage and you're giving him a hand.
Oh,
He's a
I guess-
wizard.
yeah.
Whatever.
We're
It
all
was
mages.
funny.
We can
It
all
was
give him a hand.
funny. It was funny. Screw you guys.
We're all mages.
So this is a collective strength check. So basically, the total roll of everyone involved has to hit a certain target point to move the
Okay.
lid.
Alright, well,
Guess I'll like
Nice.
move over here then.
come over. Nope. Side of the wall.
Okay.
Strength check.
I do have a thing that can.
Oh! Nope.
I have my frost rune, which adds a +2 to all strength checks, and also gives me advantage. No, never mind. Just +2. I
we've
think I
got
should
this-
probably use that. I'm gonna use it.
We've got this scroll of bull strength as well.
I've got a potion of frost giant strength that I don't know if I will ever use. So if when somebody wants to use that, they can have it.
This seems like it's probably the time.
All right, here.
Does Amber? I don't. Somebody had something else.
How much does that? What does that do?
Potion of frost giant strength. When you drink this potion, your strength score changes to 23 for 1 hour.
So somebody with low strength should use it.
Yeah.
To get
And help us out.
Ambrose, you want to be real strong for like 60 seconds?
Yeah, sure.
It's an hour.
You want to be real strong for a while?
Okay.
Rana will give the potion of frost giant strength to Ambrose.
Right.
All right.
Oh, actually, you know what? The thing that I was going to use is a giant. So I will consume that to add +2 to my roll.
Okay. So Ambrose sidles up next to the lid as well, and we'll be doing this at +6. So, yeah, the first attempt with Rowan's help is gonna fail. So
We can just keep trying.
Dole out the potion of frost giant strength. Yeah, I think you guys can get it together this time with the three of you.
Yeah, Ron will
Strength
use
check.
the potion of bull strength. Might as well.
Just got some really strong magic men in this room.
Right? Tonus needs to embiggen for a little bit.
I don't. Does that do anything? Does that give me something I can use here? Can I
I
even
think
fit?
you might get advantage on strength checks.
It's an each, if you lack the room, you should advantage on strength. Okay, yes. Can I fit awkwardly in here?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, we'll see.
Please.
Yep. All right, so we got D20 +6 from Ambrose, Tonus at advantage, and
Rowan at advantage.
Rowan at advantage. Tonus at
Add
advantage.
2 to whatever I roll here. So 24.
Oh my god! All right, yeah, that is plenty good.
66,
Lift
66, 76.
You lift the lid up and push it off to the side behind it, and inside the sarcophagus are a collection of clay jars. There's 6 in total.
Oh. Is this like an Akira situation?
I hope not.
Which is,
I know Akira, but
you know, the whole thing of like Akira is actually like a collection of body parts in jars.
mm-hmm.
I think I recognize this from 3.5.
Oh, is it a mummy thing? Is she in bits in these jars?
They are they have lids on them. That on top of each of these ceramic jars, these clay jars, is a lid with a depiction of an animal. One is a wolf, and another is a elk. You've got this sort of badger-like creature, a bear, and then this one's less of just the like this one is like an eagle or hawk sort of thing, and then the last is snake-like.
Huh.
Any ideas?
Ambrose lifts one of the lids.
Okay. I need a wisdom saving throw from Ambrose.
I figured as much.
Which lid did you lift?
The eagle? Was that one of them? Yeah, the eagle.
Yep, eagle hawk thing. Okay. Maybe it's just not the best craftsmanship. It's hard to tell. Some sort of bird of prey. Okay. As Ambrose reaches for the eagle jar, just fear and dread fill him. His hand starts shaking and he can't bring himself to actually grab it.
Oh, but I'm strong now.
It's strong of body, but apparently the spirit is weak. Even though the flesh is willing.
Spirit is willing, but the flesh is tender and bruised.
Tonus, can you have Liger open the jars? Can Liger get
He doesn't
feared?
have thumbs. I don't know, maybe Liger has thumbs.
That might be ideal. We might not need to necessarily open them.
We're playing kind of fast and loose with the way that the steel defenders like typically work, so I could try mage handing one of them.
You can.
This is also seemingly a group of evil jars in an evil tomb, so blowing them up is also an option.
I don't know that they're evil, they just don't want to be open.
I tried reaching for them. They seem kind of evil. Getting some evil jars.
Evil jar vibes.
I think they're
Jar
just
vibes.
Misunderstood jars.
Oh, that could be a point.
I try and mage hand open the boar.
It's a bear one. Okay, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Is this against magic?
It is.
Hey.
Okay, that is plenty good enough. You reach out with the mage hand, and are you just picking up the jar, or are you just taking the lid off?
I'm just trying to take the lid off.
Okay, take off the lid. Inside, you can see this almost like fossilized cord-like object inside. Can you give me a medicine check?
Who, me?
Hmm?
I'm bad at those. Can anybody else see it?
Ambrose could do it instead. They're there as well.
Yeah, if either of you are, yeah, I don't know. We're all looking at it.
I'm neither good nor bad with medicine, so I'll throw my hat in the ring.
You're
I am.
quite
Okay,
good
I'm
at
not
that,
bad.
apparently.
Ambrose recognizes the rope-like substance as intestines.
Oh, dim guts.
How big are these jars?
The bear one is a little bit bigger than the others. The wolf one is also on the larger side. The other four are smaller.
Oh,
The wolf one is probably, I would say 8 or so inches across at its widest point. Sort of comes up from a smaller base and curves outward before closing
Bigger
up
or
to.
smaller than a bread box?
It would be about the size of a bread box.
Okay, understood.
And then the 4 smaller ones would be in the like half that size in width, but they're all the same height.
Loaf. Ambrose, you seem to have some thoughts here.
Well, my ancient Egyptian mythology just came flooding back to me, but Ambrose didn't
yeah.
know that. But yeah, there's. If I were to hazard a guess, it looks like the immortality stuff is somehow connected to these jars. Like her bits and pieces are in these jars, and then maybe she's manifesting these like sand avatars to walk around somehow.
Oh, here's a point of distinction I need. Are these human intestines or are these born?
They look human.
Pretty
Oh,
human.
like, sorry, not human, but like dwarf.
Right, sorry. They look humanoid, so dwarven. Yeah, makes sense. Ambrose would have done that with his medicine check.
Yeah.
As a couple attempts at pushing the lid off the discussion, or the tries for the lids and discussion about what you're looking at. It's been a couple minutes, and it's just barely at the edges of light. This purplish dim glow begins to suffuse the area again.
I'm
It's
gonna
very
jury rig one of my grenades and drop it until it starts.
Jury grenade, drop it, and then you cut out for me.
And then run.
And then run. Okay. Ambrose and Rowan watch him do this and run off.
Yes.
I would have been like, hey,
Yeah, I
go.
also.
Okay. Yeah. Valis backs away as Ambrose comes into the corridor. Give me an intelligence check.
Just a check.
Yes.
Oh, like for the jury rigging. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So, jury rig it to explode in a couple moments and then run off. I did a very good job, so it does not explode immediately while you were holding. That's good news. A couple moments pass, and wonder if maybe you did it right, but then it, cacophonous boom, filters through the corridors, and bits and pieces of jar fly up from the sarcophagus and land in a heap next to it. Crack forms on the stone itself.
I look around the corner. Do I still see the purple?
No.
Hey, should we go check Lot's wife over in the other room? That's a Bible joke for some of you.
Did you just make a Laud reference?
Lot was a survivor of the story of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, he's the pillar of salt stuff, right?
Yeah, his wife got turned into a pillar of salt. There was a very funny... There was a series of videos we used to watch at my church when I was young. Like this really stupid commercial in the middle of it for Lot's wife's salt brand salt.
What?
I need to find this video. It's like... It was like SNL, but like for Christian children.
Wow.
That does not sound real, but I need to see every episode of it immediately.
Rowan moved. Yeah, Rowan and Tonus move over to where the mummy lady's body was, and just find a pile of sand. Definitely not sized enough from the shape and girth of a normal dwarf. And it's like basically maybe 2 handfuls of sand, just lying scattered on the stone there.
Okay. Is there anything in the sand,
No,
or just sand? Okay.
you.
Are there
yeah,
2
maybe
sets of footprints or just 1?
Just one. They travel in a line to hide their numbers.
I don't even know how to Google this to find it, but I'm hunting.
Something closed the door, the secret door that, or the locked door that you use to gain ingress to this area, but it's not locked. It can be easily opened again.
If we would just want to stay here forever.
Well, that is what those dwarves were doing. I need to mute myself for just a very brief moment.
Story of Lot, by the way, also referenced in an episode of the hit animated show The Secret Saturdays on Cartoon Network.
Is that the cryptids one?
Yeah, it was like a cryptids thing. I specifically remember it because it was a fucking terrifying episode for me as a little kid. The villain was a man made of salt that would touch things and turn them into salt.
Sort of shitty Midas.
Kind of a Midas, but salt. It's
Yeah.
Call that a
I mean,
mine.
salt was pretty valuable in the day. I have returned clearly.
hey,
All right.
yeah,
Yeah,
guess.
so-
There were a couple of other areas that we decided
by.
not to investigate that we can check out if we want to, or we can just head back up.
I was
Do
gonna
we want to
ask,
go
yeah,
to the
do
bug
we-
hallway?
Rana
I
does
do wanna
not
go to-
want to go to the bug hallway.
Ambrose is begging to go to the bug hallway.
All right, we can go to the bug hallway, but Rana is not helping. She's gonna stay far away. She's gonna listen
Now you'll help if you have to.
to y'all's screams while
You enter that
they
enter
murder
that
you.
cavern. Moving back through, and yeah, you're looking at this wall of crawling bugs, centipedes and spiders, like scarab beetles, roaches, and millipedes. They just cover the wall so much that you can't see the stone underneath them.
Oh, I forgot
And-
that's another map.
There's a
aren't
map.
even like attacking or gnawing at each other. They, as you get closer, there's a frenzy of movement as they skitter along the walls and over each other. Every so often, one will try to crawl over another and lose its grip and fall to the cave floor underneath, and then right itself and scramble back to the wall and rejoin the mass of wriggling arthropodic insects.
This is your show here now, Ambrose.
Oh, are we getting teleported to a place on the map, or
I can do that, yeah.
I wasn't sure if we were in like theater of the mind mode or anything.
Well, I worked hard on this map. I'm going to use it, damn it.
Let's see.
Rana is gonna stay.
Oh, we also have this north path here. We have
That's,
to check.
This is where the bugs are.
No, the bugs are over here.
No, that's the same. It's the same. They're like here.
I was just saying loop together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both back. There was also that what seemed to be a completely legitimate small business owner that wanted us to check out that waterfall thing.
Oh, I
We could
forgot
go
about
see.
him.
Legitimate small business owner.
He's trying to get money for his family.
I'm just trying to humanize that little mud
The mud
gremlin as much as possible.
All right, well, go ahead.
Okay, let's see.
Ambrose.
Where's the bug action happening?
Straight north of you.
Right here,
Right
where the
there,
bushes
okay.
are.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Valis.
Yep,
Hey,
Dallas
good boy.
is typically pretty close to wherever Ambrose goes. Sometimes I don't have the ability to move all NPCs quickly enough.
Oh, so this just connects. Okay, so there's.
connects to the other passage. Valis points at the wall of bugs. He looks and he sort of nudges Ambrose. What does that one look like to you? And it's got a strange pattern on it. It's a beetle with a strange pattern on its back. There's a passing resemblance to a face if you squint a little bit.
Oh, it kinda looks.
It's that cult leader, right? Yeah, he
Oh,
died.
a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah, he died.
super dead. Yeah, I found pieces of his skeleton, and when I went back to that place, super creepy.
Oh.
Yeah, ugh, not ideal. Okay, so think first, like I guess just sort of glancing around at the other folks that are here, and then glancing at the bugs, he just sort of takes a couple sort of exploratory steps towards the mass, like just not picking up his feet, but sort of sliding his feet along the ground, sort of into the swarm to see what happens.
Yeah, as Ambrose gets closer, they get real riled. There's a lot more activity. They start to pool at the base of the wall where the bushes are. Make a perception check.
Ooh, perception. Wow.
There's a lot of bugs. Just a lot of bugs.
Do be a lot of bugs.
Some are pretty. Some are less pretty.
Pretty? No.
I mean, there's some
pretty.
There's some beetles with interesting patterns on their backs.
That doesn't make them pretty. Rana's way back here for a reason. They're gross, and we should leave.
On seeing them get sort of riled up, Ambrose is going to back off a couple steps and
Yeah,
double checking. Yes.
They sort of calm down a bit. The frenetic movements that they were exhibiting when Ambrose was close dies down a bit. They smooth out along the wall more. They sort of piled into this strange bulge pushing off from the wall.
Ooh.
It becomes more uniform, more flat against the uneven wall itself.
Okay. Ambrose is going to... I'm going to step sort of back towards it and see where they start pooling back up again.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they sort of start pooling up, I'm going to use a chill touch against the mass.
Okay.
Oh.
You all know what that means? No. I will need initiative.
Ooh.
Oh gosh darn it.
How did you guys get on?
Okay, I got a 7 plus 8. What's 7 plus 8? 15?
I accidentally rolled initiative as Liger, but it's the same. -1.
My initiative is 15.
Ooh, Liger rolled for initiative.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button. My initiative should just be 18.
Okay.
Rana, is it actually 15 or is it 15 like plus 47 or whatever?
It's actually 15.
You almost got to go ahead of her.
Almost. Ambrose will be high up there in initiative one
Rolled
of
a
these days.
7 and a 9. So
Alright,
7
give me
plus
the
8 is 15.
give me the attack on the chill touch.
Ooh, yes. Oh, we gotta scroll back up in the thing.
Yeah.
Jacob,
Key
if you
little
want to,
attack.
you're going to have to adjust Rana's
15.
initiative. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so that will definitely hit the swarming mass of insects.
Alright, a little bit damage.
Just a little. That's quite a lot of damage for just a mass of insects.
Chill
All right.
touch does necrotic damage?
Does
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's also not a touch spell. Oh,
it is
this
very
thing-
misleading.
its
Yeah.
little
Very.
icon It's called Chill Touch, and in the thing, its icon is like a little blue crystal, so I thought it would be cold. I've been misinformed.
Yeah.
Death is pretty cold.
Death do be kind of cold.
Gaz leans over, looking down the passageway at the others, and looks at Rana and just sort of shrugs, says, "We're fighting a bunch of bugs. Want us to go?"
I'm kind of just watching in awe. I don't want to commit a lot of resources to this.
Dude, embiggen and smash him with a hammer. It'd be hilarious.
I feel like that's a poor use of. Just like. Boop. Can I swing at a swarm? That's a disadvantage, isn't it? With swarm.
I don't think so. Never heard of such a thing.
I thought there was some weird interaction with melee weapons and swarms.
There
Alright.
was in 3.5. They made them much less awful in 5e.
Swarms were so bad in 3.5.
They're like immune to weapon damage and shit. Single target
Unless-
spells. They're
Yeah,
awful.
they use
I
area
crit the
spells.
swarm.
You can. They are not immune to crits. All right. You bring the hammer down and just splatter tons of them.
You want me to bring the hammer down?
Creates like a Jackson Pollock of purples and oranges, red blood from the insects that died.
Guess I'll do it again.
Yeah, that'll also hit.
Wonderful.
Turns out that a mass of wiggling insects is real easy to hit.
And Liger hasn't attacked in a very long time. Give him the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, that'll get him.
Did we do it?
Nope.
Nope. All right.
Alice looks at the swarm, pulls his crossbow out, points it, and is ready to loose a bolt if necessary. Rana's go.
I don't think Rana can see the swarm, right?
No.
Is there a token on the... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I can't see it. So she looks at Gaz and goes, is it... She looks kind of like she's trying to play it cool, but it's not working very much. It's like, is it a dangerous? Like, do we need to help?
Roger's trying to count them now. There's a lot. You had to start again.
Rana will wait. I'm good. They sound like they're doing okay.
Ambrose's go.
She's not gonna go in there if she doesn't have to.
That's... Yeah.
Right, what you... Okay, yeah, Ambrose is going to hurl a little bubble of acid with a little bit of acid splash. I need a dexterity saving check from the bugs.
I didn't even know you had that spell.
Yeah, I got a little bit of acid splash.
It's been a while.
I used it like once on those elves, like way back in the day, back when Rana was still Glenn.
Oh my gosh! In the wastes?
Yeah, when they were like, "We're here to take you home, Rana," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Who's Rana? That's cool."
All right. They do not escape the bubble of doom.
A little bit of damage.
Wow. Yeah, you get the rest of them. They stop wiggling. Well, there are still quite a bit of creatures wiggling about, but they're no longer such a massive group of them that they have any semblance of a threat. Worms, do that worm motion away, and spiders skitter into the bushes. You see a millipede wiggling its tentacles onto some of its dead comrades. And we are no longer in initiative.
Ooh.
Are they dead?
Yeah, we're good.
Most of them.
Okay, I'm gonna stay out here then.
and then now I guess Ambrose is gonna look through the bushes, see what had these bugs all riled up.
Okay. Make an investigation roll.
Investigation. Oh, I'm actually good at this.
You
Ooh,
are?
nice.
I guess, man.
That's crazy. All right. It's funny because I feel like because we started watching Critical Role, I'm asking for checks more often, which is nice. To me.
Yes.
Yeah. As I get to use all these fancy words.
You peer through the bushes, pushing aside branches and looking down. There's quite a mass of bones. The head of this whatever creature this was has a sort of triangular skull that doesn't slope so much towards the nostrils, as it is again triangular to that nostril point. It's got just a weird shape. It's humanoid. It has what would have been arm and leg bones, but it's definitely not anything you've ever seen before. But lying next to it in the bushes is this dark wood spear with a spearhead of blackened glass, sort of obsidian.
Careful. The last spear we found was cursed.
I don't know what you could possibly be referring to.
I'm not touching it.
Why wouldn't Rana touch it?
I'm not touching it.
That's not what I asked.
I don't fucking care.
It's
I'll come
Tied
up with a
around.
reason later. I'm not touching it.
this obsidian spearhead is is attached and tied by this leather thong that ends with a dangle of teeth, or serrated edge, triangular teeth.
This seems like a Rowan or a Gaz thing.
4 or 5 of them.
Oh man, this is a bug thing. This is mine. I'm taking it.
Can you use it?
Oh, maybe.
Okay.
You
In case you
appreciate
haven't noticed,
the
I'm going to be very strong for the next approximately 45 minutes. So
That's true.
get some spear usage.
You pick it up and you feel a magical connection, and
Oh no.
I warned ya.
not sure what to make of it, but it feels there's something there that it wants magic.
Ooh, okay.
Nope. Nope.
Wonderful.
Nope.
Cool, yeah, I
Nope.
sling it over my back.
Okay.
Nope.
Alright, well, that's Ambrose's bug side quest. What else did we want to do in the cave?
There was that
Solve the bug
salesman
puzzle.
and
Wait. Are you gonna tell Gaz about the skull?
Oh, yeah, Gazman, we got bones for you.
Hop, 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 hop. He looks over the bones and gets kind of a disappointed look on his face. I don't want any of these.
What are they? Do you know?
They're not useful.
Oh, okay, but what are they?
Just bones.
Okay,
I
so
don't
he
know
doesn't
what
know what.
creature they came from.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Chipmunked away like every single skeleton we found so far, but these are the ones that you're trepidatious about?
he takes very specific bones from specific creatures. He does not take everything from every creature.
Okay, that's valid.
Okay, so there was the mud creature that is apparently a legitimate small businessman or person thing. And then there was a side tunnel where we fought the stalactite creatures. And then there was the big cavern where there were the shrieking mushrooms.
We could also go back to the dwarf and pay him a visit and be like, hey, why were the sisters helping out the automaton things when you said you didn't know anything about the door?
I mean,
That's true.
we could. I don't. That is a it is a question, a point of curiosity, but Rana doesn't care enough to.
It's not a point of curiosity for Rana specifically.
No, it's a point of curiosity for Rana, but she doesn't care enough to go back and have to like go through all of that again, and maybe
I
risk pissing off the Fae.
mainly, I'm mainly bringing it up just as an option to the party. Personally, Ambrose thinks it's probably a really good way to get Fae cursed or something, trying to go back and like confront them about that. So like, might want to leave sleeping dogs lie there.
Yeah, Rana doesn't think we should go back and talk to them. She's
Yeah.
like, they don't want us here, and we don't want to fuck with them. So
Okay.
Also, if we want to go deal with whatever was hiding in that pool, there is a simple solution that I can provide for that. I can let us breathe underwater if we need.
Oh,
It'll take like 10 minutes as per usual, but I can make it happen.
okay.
I was also thinking about just moving the water.
That too.
Do that. Probably is still that mud though, so breathing underwater stuff would probably help. I mean, that's for you guys. I can already do it. So
Okay.
I can
whether
also
or not you guys,
So I'm guessing we're going back to the mud creature then.
yeah, let's go
Yeah.
check out what
Okay.
Mudman.
To the
is all
Mudman.
about.
Yeah,
Is that
well,
on
before we get
this?
there,
Oh,
I
wait.
should do this so that if he's got something up his sleeve, he doesn't know in advance that we can breathe underwater. It'll come as a surprise to him.
Hold on 1 second. It looks like the stalagmite fight was after. Like, so if we walk back through this cavern, we're gonna go back through we're gonna find the bridge first before we find the mud creature. So, do we want to explore those passages? Oh my gosh.
We can do whatever, because the spell I'm going to cast lasts 24 hours.
Okay, great. So you can do that now. That's fine.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
what I'm just saying is, I don't want to
Yeah.
be going back and forth. So if we want to explore the little side passages where we found that bridge, we should do that before we go to the mud creature.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Hit it on the way.
So
I'll move you to the bridge.
Okay. So do y'all want to explore it or not? Does it look like there's much to explore?
It's
I
hard
see
to
a
tell.
little sliver of water here.
Yeah,
Yep.
same.
Yeah, so there's the dimmest amount of light coming from that very tight passageway. Water drips down from this wall and into that area. The other passageway is dark. Can't really see much over there.
Okay.
We do south and then head back to the north. That would, yeah, both seem interesting potentially.
Okay, so we'll tie a rope and climb down.
Okay, yeah, free to move through as though you climb down
And-
easily.
And we'll
Without
also skirt
Avoid the acid.
We'll avoid the acid, yeah.
Smart. Okay, arriving at this area, or arriving at the end of this, move this guy, I'll move old Roper out. At the end of this chasm, the passageway narrows further. It's a very tight squeeze. Probably wouldn't be able to do it with armor. It might be difficult to get in there at all.
Okay, so that sounds like Tonist.
I'm wearing.
Me, I'm live.
Well, you're also like super tiny compared to the rest of us, though.
Does
Can
my
Thomas-
breastplate matter here? Do I have to take off my breastplate?
You probably would, yeah.
If it's just
Thomas-
the breastplate, that's not the whole. Like, I don't know. How long does that take to take off?
Like a minute or two.
Okay, I'll take that off.
Okay.
And stick it on Rana. Here you go.
Thanks. Okay.
You move through and you find more of those bioluminescent fungus growing. Passageway twists and turns. Water is up to Tona's neck.
Ooh.
It looking about in there. Make a perception check.
I'm good at those. Usually.
Okay. I'll move you. Yeah.
Oh.
So looking around, you spot in the murky water. It's a good thing you've got dark vision. You can see this box of black metal at the bottom of this watery
Favorite kind of metal.
enclosure. It's carved with
Um,
runes. You can make a religion or maybe an intelligence check if you have religion or history. No, it's not religion. Arcana or history. You can add one of those.
um, the bonus is the same, so I will.
Just pick one. Yeah. The depictions, the runes that are carved on this metal box are of some many shark-mouthed creature. So it's a very odd-looking thing. It's this huge, long torso that, yeah, it's just like poking at out of every angle. There's these serrated teeth-filled maws. It
That's
is
a-
the eldritch horror known as Shevelith.
Oh. Is that. No, Gafazirath. Shebboleth.
Shevelith
I think
is the one we have been encountering regularly, who's trying to make incursions across the river. And he was also the one, or it was also the one that had the warlock poisoning the tree.
Okay,
Oh,
can I open the chest?
it's locked.
I lockpick the chest.
Okay, give me a. You have an absurdly high.
I'm gonna roll it. You're not gonna stop me.
Ooh. Uh, I will say that it was possible for you to fail. Fortunately, you do not. You click it open.
For fail condition 16 or lower.
It was no, but it was very close to the number 16.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I've been rolling twos on my plus 15s, so
Yeah. So, see, if it had been Rowan, he would have failed.
yeah.
Yeah, you click it open. There's a sucking sound as water just gets pulled into this chest, but it fills it up. You can see a few items in there. There's a smattering of golden coins, a few different vials of liquid,
Can I just
parchment
pick
that
up?
gets just drenched by the
Mhm.
water that entered it,
Oh
and
shoot. Okay.
yep, and this black a black multi-faceted object. It's about the size of a heart, and it has that general shape, but has these smooth edges that are, yeah, smooth edges.
Can I tell what it's made of?
Maybe it's like a jet, a gemstone of black material.
Like an obsidian. Okay. Um. Well, didn't think about parchment. Can I lift the chest?
Yep. Yeah, you
Okay.
can
I
pull it
will.
out.
Yeah, I'll carry it back out
Oh,
of the cave.
okay.
I got a
Uh,
box.
Whatever the parchment is seems ruined at this point,
Frick.
but you're able to get a few things. The water, what is it? As you take it from the watery area, the water that filled the chest seeps out, and sort of, there's still some left, but looking at the coin, they look kind of slimy.
Mm.
ooh.
The vials are. I'll just type them. It'll make it easier.
I will also let them know that the carving on it's shibboleth. Jeff could use some. Never mind. I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
So the Shibboleth, by the way, it's one of the things that the Death Seer is like a lackey of, right?
Kind of.
Lackey.
Not really.
Go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah, what she said.
He like sometimes reports to them, and he sometimes like it's not just Shibboleth. Sometimes he reports to Arath. He goes around and he
Okay.
observes, and then sometimes he reports to them whatever he deems like they would want to know. Or I'm not sure what the criteria is. I don't remember if we asked or if he would tell us. But yes, Shibboleth is one of the Eldritch.
Yep.
Aberrant deities that the Death Seer is in contact with.
Yeah.
Ew, slimy. I don't need any of that gold.
What or can I do like a history check on the coins to see like what age they're from or anything like that?
Yeah. If you looking at the coins, maybe not touching them.
Ooh. Oh.
You looking at their faces. One is it's a similar profile of Shibboleth itself. So sort of the shark-mouthed, massive flesh, and the obverse side has a looks humanoid, and it appears to be in a state of being dismembered.
Ugh.
Oh. Dark.
Yeah.
Gross.
So like the bottom part of a leg, it's still depicted on the coin, but it's not connected to the rest of the leg. There's a chunk out of its abdomen.
Yeah, no, I don't need any of that gold. You can keep it.
Does Ambrose still have prestidigitation?
I do.
Can we give that a shot real quick on this? Is that what when you said no amount of cleaning, does that include prestidigitation, Jacob?
Ambrose attempts to prestidigitate the slime away, and it doesn't work. So yes.
Yeah,
It don't work.
we'll just leave that here then.
Okay. In spite of... Who would like the potion of superior healing?
It does not have a self-heal.
Beth.
Ambrose, I believe, is the
There you
one
go.
without the self-heal. We do keep giving
Give
him
him fair
potions,
touch.
though, and I don't know how often he uses them, so...
He does
Well,
have
every-
the quick flask that
Every
he is.
Every time I want to use it, somebody comes in and either gives me a potion or throws a magic panther at me, or
Okay, I'll stop doing that then. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Let Ambrose be
Yeah,
an independent young warlock.
have a do
You
have
don't need
a
no-
superior potion of healing in the quick flask, but I was thinking about mainly saving that for like middle of combat and nobody can reach me sort of stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, you can have the potion. I just wanted to make sure that nobody else was feeling like I could use a potion, because most of them go to Ambrose, which is fine.
And as
One
well,
part.
I also have vampiric touch, which
That's
is
true.
sort of a heal.
Just going to assume that you're getting the Heartstone Gambit.
I
If
mean,
you can
unless
have it
somebody
if he
here,
wants it. Yep.
unless somebody here has been multi-classing into warlock without telling me.
And then everything else
Nope.
is like, I don't know, Oil of Slipperiness and Potion of Resistance. Is anybody interested in those?
6 could be like half of his HP on a battle roll.
Yeah, well, getting a spell slot back. Spells are pretty good. That could be kind of worth it.
That's true.
Oh, and that's as a bonus action.
As a bonus action, too.
Hell yeah.
I could cast a spell and then get the slot back in the same turn.
Okay, so then we go this way and see if there's anything.
In the process, but yes.
Yeah. The
Oh, I want my breastplate back.
Oh
Ron.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. Ron will be
yeah,
getting
you
that back.
quickly throw that on while they're inspecting the items and try to prestidigitate the slime away. The
This whole
passageway
time, Rana has
Oh
just
shit.
had it on her shoulders. It's like a crop top on Rana.
While there is Rowan identifying,
Not as you go,
Not
because
right
it
now.
Yeah, it takes
No, I mean
11
like how
minutes.
did we figure out what the Hearthstone did?
Oh yeah, that'll be identified once you. I guess I haven't been telling you the other stuff, but I can do that as well.
I
It
wanted
says-
to identify the pearl.
Ah, yes, that will definitely come. Let me grab.
Because right now it's just making me feel warm and fuzzy, but I would like.
Yeah, to know exactly how. Is this cursing
How
me
warm and
slowly
fuzzy?
tonight? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can continue while I type some of these into the chat.
Where did I go? Oh, there I am. Lead the way, Rana.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
The tunnel continues before it turns away. You can see as you're coming in this direction, you see
Bones?
bones at in this sort of alcove where this barrier has been set up. They look dwarven.
I cannot seem to move past this spot. It says I'm colliding with the wall.
The old shift.
Okay. Oh, it's shift. Okay. Okay. So they seem dwarven. They're not moving.
Correct. They are not moving.
Not getting any undead sense.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. Do they look like somebody just died laying there, or like?
Make an investigation check. Maybe, yeah. It's hard to tell. There was a barrier made up, so whatever's in there and died there didn't dismantle the barricade. So
Huh.
something died in there and doesn't look like they were moved in. You don't
Barricade.
find any drag marks.
That's weird. Okay. Oh, what? Oh, wait, what?
Oh, wait, what?
What?
Oh, I see.
I-
Oh, I understand. Okay. This was the
You can-
area that Tonus kind of came down to?
You hear the dripping of water as you
Wait,
come
did
into
I?
this next area. A stalagmite is rising up from the center of this. Little rivulets of water go to the edges and form little pools. You can see little white-shelled cave crabs skittering about.
Ew.
They look blind. They don't seem to react to you coming closer.
Okay.
Oh, I think this is just an alternate path to get to the same area. Oh.
Can we climb up?
Yeah, it's a steep climb, but you can do it. I mean, it doesn't look difficult, so it would just be at half movement.
Okay.
Grave.
A wall? What do you mean a wall?
Well, okay. Let me just move you.
Okay. Alright, well, we're back.
Apparently, some cave crabs came with you.
Oh no.
So we'll
Right,
make sure that everybody regathers. Everybody here?
Looks like.
I think so.
Okay. So then to the mud creature?
Yeah.
right. Let
Aha,
me-
no. Wait, that's not what I thought it was. Swift Quiver. It's a different thing.
What does that mean? As a bonus action, a character may make an attack
Oh, cool.
3 per short rest. Oh, so it's like a bonus attack.
Yeah, like Swift Quiver, but not as swift.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. Very nice. Very nice. Dibs.
Seems fair.
All right, Ambrose. You were the one that wanted to talk to this thing.
First of all, how could you interact with this nice fellow and not want to talk to him? Like, come on.
I don't want to talk to him.
Oh. Uh, yeah, Ambrose goes up to the water, sees what happens.
As you approach the water, this pile of mud begins to move, takes the form of this little creature with wings, and looks up at you and it's like, oh, hey, oh, you're all back. You want that treasure I told you about? It's just down this path. Points into the water.
Absolutely, little man. Show me the treasure.
All right, just this way. And it sort of trudges through. It has wings, but it chooses to sort of walk into the water and along the path.
I'd imagine Valis is pretty closely
Is,
following
did
Ambrose.
Rowan cast water
Yeah,
breathing on everyone?
Yeah, it covers like 10 people or something crazy.
Okay. All right, you get to a
Double check.
section which has a very thick, viney, or not root system that clogs the passageway and can't seem to move past easily. You'll have to make a acrobatics check.
Okay.
Yeah, you struggle against the roots, and you can't seem to get the right angle to move through properly. The tunnel has tightened a bit, and the water is floor to ceiling. If you couldn't breathe underwater, this might start to be a problem.
Okay. Can I make another check to see if I can get through, or is Ambrose like stuck?
No, with a little bit of time, you push through and figure out a way to squeeze past.
Okay.
The route continues along to a very tightened area. Again, you have to sort of twist and move your body in unusual ways to squeeze through this area.
Ooh.
Can we hear anything? Can we? Are they just gone?
They're just gone. I mean, with water, it's hard to hear because
I don't like that. So Rana
Sure.
will
Yeah,
follow.
let's have an underwater adventure.
Underwater adventures are the worst.
That one you can breathe water.
Yeah, that's. I guess that does help. That helps a lot.
okay.
Dwarven defender.
The mud creature moves past this thicket of thorny growths. To move through, Ambrose might get sliced up a bit as he pushes through and gets this next area. You can attempt an athletics check to swim across properly, or just take the damage.
Can we keep moving?
I'll try an
Alison?
athletics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terrible.
Ooh, is that with the extra 6 that you get from being super strong right now? Oh, you
Yeah, that's
nice.
my +6 with the beefy. Yeah, I just changed it on my character sheet. I had my original one written down though. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. You're able to swim pretty well through the area, but you still get slashed a little bit, taking 5 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
At the other side, the creature turns to check your progress and balls its hands up into fists and tries to pummel Ambrose.
The mud guy is trying to fight me?
Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Ambrose takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And you can all take a turn.
We're underwater.
Yeah.
Okay, so firing a bow is like useless, right?
Disadvantage.
What about spells with verbal components? Do they just not work?
Well, you can breathe underwater, so it's fine.
Yeah, you can breathe underwater, so that's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Can you talk underwater?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll just try to shoot at it with, I guess, disadvantage.
Do I hear any sounds of struggling, or is it?
No, you watch them all go into the water, and several minutes will probably pass before you see them again. That'll hit.
Oh, cool.
The arrow streams through the water, passing by Ambrose, and strikes the creature in its little mud body, and it just sort of floats up and or floats down to the base of the water, dead.
Got him!
I told you! What did I tell you?
He's...
If you haven't found any treasure yet.
Yeah, that doesn't mean there's not treasure.
Ambrose turns around and throws a thumbs up at Rana and then keeps swimming deeper.
Okay. Alright, you round the corner, you find some cave or rock formation stalagmites, stalactites, which make the coming area a little bit difficult to move through, but with your increased strength, you're able to push past, and the fact that you don't have to breathe water means you're not worrying about drowning right now.
I'm stronger than the cave.
So you move through, continue moving through as you will. When you get to the water, come out in this just massive cavern and immediately hear the sounds of shrieking echoing through the cavern.
Oh.
Can we hear the shrieking?
Yes. If assuming you're following behind Ambrose fairly close,
Yeah.
then you're probably waiting for me to move, Alice.
Well, but also he took damage moving through this, so.
Oh yes, athletics.
Oh God, Rana's so tired. Do I really want to move back through this? Athletics. God.
Rana takes 4 points of piercing as the thorns dig into her as she moves through.
Yeah.
Is this the most natural ones we've ever had in a session?
It's up
Feels
there.
that way.
I think everybody has gotten at least one.
I've rolled like 3 or 4.
Well, you've been at disadvantage on all of your
I'm
ability
aware.
And does Rowan go through?
Yeah.
Yeah, athletics check.
Hey.
All right, you're able to do it really well. You take no damage.
It's
Okay.
like I'm used to swimming or something.
As soon as Rana starts hearing the shrieking, she's gonna dash forward and try to find the mushroom that's shrieking its head off.
Okay. Tonus will begin to hear the echoing of this shriek coming from basically this way for him. It's very faint at this point, but definitely hear it.
What do you guys have against these mushrooms?
There's some shrieking coming from this one and from one around the corner.
She'll shoot that one.
Okay.
Do you want me to make an attack?
Yes. That will hit. And it stops shrieking immediately.
And then
And scanning to look at the next one, you spot these bushes that are moving in your direction. And that's where we're gonna have to stop.
Oh no! Wait,
Um,
wait! I get one more
Omega-
attack. Can I shoot at this one?
Sure.
I get one more. I hate these mushrooms. No!
Hey, another one. Omega, if assuming that's, I mean, he heard the sound, so he can go in either direction and do like a 60-foot move, or I guess 50-foot double move, or depending. Jump on Liger and move.
If I get on Liger, I have 80 feet, I think.
Yeah, you could do that. Let's see.
Wait, no.
What
he
about
has
those horseshoes and
horseshoes
speed?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember how much that adds. What is Liger's speed? Liger's... Okay, I can move 140 feet if Liger dashes.
That's pretty good.
Some of that
Pretty good.
might be difficult terrain though, because don't you have to go back this way?
Yeah, I don't know how to work.
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Okay.
I just dive in the water.
Yep, I will move you out there. All right. So real quick, after you get out of the cave, what is the immediate plan? Do you think?
Alright. Oh, after we get out of the cave?
Yes.
Well, probably seal it back up, right? They don't need to mine in this direction, do they?
Right. Sorry. Once you've finalized cave stuff,
Oh,
what is the plan?
Rana needs to go talk to the Earl of... Rana needs to... Well, yeah, she knows that. She needs to go
Rana needs
down to
Melbourne.
Melbourne to talk to the Earl. And then she also would like to go back to Three Rivers if nobody has any objections. But she has an appointment.
There was a vampire there.
There is a vampire there, and also we could pick up Gadiel and be like, hey, come with us to go fight Ymira.
Yeah, he might be interested in that. Not a bad idea.
That's what Rana would like to do. I don't know if anybody else...
Okay. I'm on board.
Go back to Three Rivers and meet up with Gadiel. See if he wants to go and take down Ymira.
But also deal with the vampire if he hasn't. The vampire queen, because we didn't exactly wrap that up. And then Rana's appointment.
Was this the Lost Dwarven City thing, or is that still a separate one?
That was that's a separate thing.
Okay.
And I didn't make it as a. Oh, that's my fault because I didn't tell you. The map that you found has a location for it, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was wondering.
So yeah, that's another reason I need to finalize that map and actually show it to everyone. The updated, correct, or like zoomed out map of the area.
Was there anything on that map that would make me think that that's what that was?
The name of the city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is
We'll do it.
at my home and personal computer, so I can't give that to you.
Lots of Q's and
Ooh.
Z's.
Probably.
Dang. Very nice. Oh, also, obviously, we will be identifying this loot.
Oh yeah, what's my pearl?
Oh yeah, and the spear. I think we could
That's-
also identify.
That's what he just...
That was
that's what
yeah.
he
That was
just,
just what it
threw in
what
the
got
chat.
dropped.
So
Oh,
that
yeah, that
spear
was the most
is
recent.
actually for you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you solved the bug trap. All right, I'm going to dinner with my parents, so I will
Yep.
add more stuff later. But yeah, that was what I was able to get through right now. I think there's 2 other things, but I'll go back through my notes and make sure everything is added on, and maybe I'll just put it in the Discord chat. Either way, I will talk to you guys next week.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Bye. Have a good dinner.
And
Bye,
Later.
guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.